Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
You've not heard me say that before, but I think I finally have to admit that we have a channel. Over 12,000 subscribers and over 2 million views. Not bad for a couple who still work full time and do this as a hobby.
Yeah.
So just think on, when you're asking where the vlogs are, we might be very busy with work. So let's deal with the elephant in the room. What's his name? After 3, I want you to say his name. 1, 2, 3. Right, that's it. Half of you. You're in trouble now. Big trouble. Because when have you ever heard me call him Mr. Slaw? We're Si and Anne, otherwise known as Slaw and Mrs. Slaw. Where are we heading to now, Slaw? You saw Slaw was mending the bin, doing some editing.
We have gas.
Not created by Slaw.
Not my gas.
Right there, Slaw.
Yeah. You bit me.
His name is Slaw. So are you going to explain how you got the name Slaw?
Yeah. Just where I used to work when I was younger. I had a hard hat and somebody put Tippex on the back and put coleslaw on it.
Why did they put coleslaw?
Oh, because I'm S-Law. And somebody decided coleslaw would be a good nickname.
So that was his nickname for quite a while, actually, coleslaw.
Yeah, until they got stalled as saying coleslaw and then just shortened it to slaw. And it's been that ever since.
It has.
However many years.
Yes. And in this particular area of Yorkshire where we live, it's a bit of a tradition that the wives are called their husband's name. So in the village when I was growing up, we had Tom and Mrs. Tom, Hector and Mrs. Hector, Clifford, Mrs. Clifford. So it just naturally fell that the lads called him Slaw and I was Mrs. Slaw. So we've been Slaw and Mrs. Slaw now for well over 30 years.
Shh. Don't tell everybody that. I'm only 42.
Now we've got that out of the way, I'm going to come to the main part of the vlog. I don't know about you, but as we've got older, we've become quite interested in family history and about our roots and our ancestry and where we came from. My ancestry is firmly rooted in Home Firth. Slaw didn't really know where his ancestry was, so we joined Ancestry.
Yeah, we did.
Slaw doesn't remember his granddad because he was only young, I think, when he passed away.
18 months old, yeah. I don't really remember him, but I've seen photos of me with him, but in fact I don't even know where those photos are now, but no, I don't really remember him.
No. And back in those days, people never really spoke about where people came from or where the families were from or anything. You just assumed, didn't you, that you were from Home Firth?
Yeah, I thought this is where I am born and bred, but I thought this is where the family was from.
Yeah. So what a surprise. When doing the ancestry, I found that Slaw's granddad was born in Dublin. Hallelujah! 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 So Slaw has the look of the Irish. He could get an EU passport.
Yay!
After that miraculous discovery, I looked into it and found that what Slaw needed to do was to get registered on the Foreign Births Register and become an Irish citizen, and then he could apply for an Irish passport, which he now has. He's the proud owner of an Irish passport.
Yeah.
I'll talk you through now what you need to do if you find yourselves in the enviable position of being able to get an Irish passport, which means that you can travel in the EU as an Irish citizen. The website that you need to go to is ireland.ie. This is the official international website of the Irish government. Navigate to Department of Foreign Affairs and then Citizenship. And for Slaw, this section that he chose was My grandparent was born on the island of Ireland. Am I an Irish citizen? If you click that hyperlink, it then tells you, my grandparent was born on the island of Ireland. Am I an Irish citizen? Yes, you can apply for Irish citizenship by descent. And in these cases, you can become an Irish citizen through foreign birth registration. And once you're entered onto the foreign birth register, you are an Irish citizen and you are entitled to apply for an Irish passport. So that was the first step that we did. If you click on registering for a foreign birth and click on adult applicant, that talks you through what you need to do and the documents that you need that are related to you. So you can see here, you need to complete, sign and have an application form witnessed. You need original civil birth certificate, original civil marriage certificate if applicable, photocopy of current state issued photographic ID document, 2 separate original proofs of address and 4 colour photographs, 2 of which are to be witnessed. The documents that we needed were Slaw's dad's birth and death certificates and his granddad, who was born in Ireland's birth and death certificates. Then we had all the documents we needed in order to be able to apply for foreign birth registration. That's what took the time. It took nearly 2 years to get Slaw registered on the Foreign Births Register. However, things are a lot quicker these days now that we're out of COVID. Applying for a passport was a lot quicker, and it was pretty much 20 working days to get the Irish passport, and that's all done online as well, and it was very easy to do.
So, ta-da! In focus. That's the passport.
The Holy Grail, we hope.
Yep. Well, it works for me. See where you'll get to. Mind you, I could go to Ireland and stay there for more than 90 days.
Well,
I'm Irish.
Yeah.
There we go. Go off to Ireland.
What did you do last week, Slaw?
Went on a stag do to Dublin. Our son's stag do.
And did your Irish passport work?
To be sure, it did. I took both just in case.
I know, he was very
Just in case.
very sceptical that it was going to work, but it did. They let him in, and he came home on it as well. We're not really sure what benefits we're going to get from having this passport now. We do know that as I am married to Slaw, and it's 35 years this time, that I will be afforded the same rights as he is. But we don't know in practice what that's going to mean. We have heard from some people that it means you've got right to roam, that you're not tied to 90 days.
You're not, and I'm not.
What?
Tied to 90 days.
I don't understand.
I'm not tied to 90 days.
Well, we don't know. This is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Some people say that you're not tied to 90 days. Some say that you still are. So if Slaw isn't tied to 90 days, then I won't be either. So have any of you guys got Irish passports, and have you tried them out? Because we'd really like to hear from some people who have done this and what it's going to mean to us. We are going to use the passport when we go on holiday this year and see what it means to us. We're hoping that we can go down EU channels so that we're not queuing in the non-EU channels. We don't know whether they're going to stamp Slaw's passport, and if they stamp his, will they stamp mine? We don't know.
It's all unknown.
It's all unknown.
It's all to play for. We just need to make sure we take both my passports.
Oh, sceptical again.
Got to have backup.
Okay.
Got to have a bit of backup.
So he does have the look of the Irish. He has got an Irish passport. Give us any experiences that you've had, but most of all, stay tuned when we head out at the end of May on quite a big road trip, which we're not going to tell you about at the moment, and see how we get on.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for this quick little...
Telling you nothing.
I think that's it for this quick little vlog now.
Yep.
And so we will catch you guys on the next vlog. Until next time, friends. Bye.
Bye.